So I've been asked several times by players, what do I do to become a dungeon master? What skill set do I need? How do I begin? And that's what I want to talk about today on the DM and Friends. So the first thing that I would do, or that I tell new people, is to obviously get together a small group of players. You could have two, you could have three, you could have one. Start small and preferably do a face-to-face game if you can. That, I think, is the best way for a new DM to start. It doesn't add all the bells and whistles of online, and you have the people in front of you and you can see their faces and feed off of that environment. On that note, what I suggest to new DMs is to get a random dungeon of some sort. And my recommendation is in page 95 of the DMG, this classic level 1 dungeon that is basically all laid out, and you could pick a starting point in here. This particular one only has, I believe, a couple rooms laid out in it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 rooms laid out that have monsters already in it. So this is a good starting point. Now that you have a dungeon laid out in front of you, the next question from the DM is probably, well, what do I do with all the rooms that aren't fleshed out? So I have a solution for that. And my recommendation is on page 175 of the DMG, there's a table. And that table right here is the dungeon random monster table. And my suggestion is when the players come to a new room, you roll randomly and you deal with what monster's on here. The glory of that is, and it can be a challenge for a new DM, is that you find out when the players find out. So this really gives the new DM a chance to think on his feet, forces that person actually to think on their feet and improvise that encounter. I think this is a great place for a new DM to be, because this will develop skills later on that will be needed. You're going to have players later on that are going to throw you curveballs, and you have to think right off the top of your head, what do I do? And this is a great exercise for any new DM. And the art of the random dungeon, I believe, will help you out. Okay, so now that you have those two pieces in place, interactions with your players, always ask, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Tell me what you're going to do, and I'll tell you what happens. Keep it very, very simple. You also can, if it comes up to this, is interact with them on possible solutions. You'll learn your method of interacting with your players, but start with asking the question, what do you do? And then visualize yourself, think about it, and then tell them what happens. Another thing that will indirectly help the DM is to have your players map. Give them a piece of graph paper and describe where they're at. As you go through this random dungeon, describe the turns, the dimensions, and have them map the journey. This, I think, will strengthen you as a DM, and it will help you to interact more with your players. Because I think that's where a lot of DMs have is they get tongue-tied or they get frightened, and that interaction should be a good icebreaker and help out on the development of the Dungeon Master. Yeah, this is Angelo from the DM and Friends. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Also wanted to remind everybody to hit that like and subscribe button, as it really, really helps. All right, now back to the show. So those are my 4 simple bullet points that I recommend any new DM to try as you're in this journey to be a better and or great Dungeon Master. Remember that this skill is not something that just comes like that. It's going to be developed. I mean, some people it comes naturally, but it's a developed skill. It's a developed position. And anything like that just takes practice, takes practice. So starting this way, I believe will really help you out. And just remember that you're there to have fun and you're going to stumble, but everybody's not there to judge you. It's really about the fun, and it's going to be a good time. I trust you. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. I really hope this helps some people. And by the way, thank you everyone for your subscribes, your views, your comments, all your support. This has really been a lot of fun, and I appreciate you all. All right. Have a great day.